Good morning. Today we are going to take a brief look at the 13th chapter of Numbers. This is the chapter where Moses sends 12 spies into the land to see if they can bring back a report on what things look like in the promised land. And so he sends out 12 and they explore the land and they see the most wonderful things. They see great fruits and they see abundance of resources. The land is rich and it's fertile and it's just beautiful, the land that they're sent into. But there are also inhabitants in the land, and there are people who are there that, to the sight of 10 of the spies, it says we look like grasshoppers in their sight. So when the 12 men go back, 10 say it's a beautiful land, but we can't take it. We are too small. We're not able to overcome this thing that is blocking that land from us. But Joshua and Caleb say, oh yeah, we can take it. We can take that land, because there was a different faith in them. There was a different faith that saw the promise, that saw the abundance laid out in front of them. And they knew that this was the land that the Lord had told them he was going to take them to. He was going to take them to a land of milk and honey. And so there was nothing in that land that was going to cause them to see themselves as grasshoppers, because they had a big God who had already promised it to them. And I just wonder today, what has God promised you? What is out there on the horizon that you know God has promised to you? But it just seems like you can't get there. The things coming against you are too big and too great, and you are seeing yourself as small before them. Let me tell you something. God finishes what he starts. And if he made a promise to you, and if he gave you a word, you grab hold of that, and you don't look at what's in the land. You look at the God who created that land. Joshua and Caleb got to spend many years with those men and with those people who said, we cannot take the land. And they were faithful and they stewarded it. And we will eventually see that Caleb does take the land that was promised to him. I want you to know your God is faithful to his word. He is faithful to his promises. And my prayer for you today is that those promises would be right there in front of you, and you would trust that the Lord will finish what he starts. Amen. Amen.